here we stand and hover on the edge. We're just a drop in time. I feel like gave you every breath I had. Even forgave your crimes. I opened my
Pass to Shays. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. Havlicek with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Pierce down low. Covered by Irving. The shot by Pierce will not go. Iverson outside. Nice move. A shake. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Pierce. Driving in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Picked his pocket. Right side Pierce. Shays with the rebound. Shays has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Right wing, and stolen by Irving. Down low, here's Greer, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Well, that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Pass to Kuzi. On the wing, Bird. 6 to shoot. Austin needs to get off a shot. Here's for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Iverson passes to Greer. Kicks it out to Iverson. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And it's Greer missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Kuzi passes to Bird.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now here's Iverson. Tight defense on him. Out to the right wing. Here's Greer. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's against Irving. Tipped away and stolen by Malone. And that does it for the first half of play. 76ers ahead as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been a clinic from Dr. J, Julius Irving so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for the Celtics. Here's out there with Bird. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Cowens in at the center position. Iverson kicks to Malone. Back to Iverson. Clock at 6. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, nice stroke on Iverson's jumper. He looks so confident taking that shot.
And then Pierce with a dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. On the wing, Irving. Here's Shades, defended by Bird. Stolen by Bird. Havlicek outside. From about 19 feet. And that's collected by Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the slam dunk by Irving. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Third quarter of play. We're just over a minute and a half gone by. Iverson against Havlicek. Pass to Greer. Here's Shades. Greer passes to Malone. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's Irving missing. Celtics trail by 8. Irving with the steal. Inside, Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Iverson kicks to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here's Cowens out to Bird. Pass to Pierce. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Bird missing. The 76ers leading by 8. Stolen by Bird. Down low. Another steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And Dr. J slams it in. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Bird, the pass to Pierce. Over Irving. Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Bird. And that's 10 points for Paul Pierce. Iverson outside. Spins. The kick out to Irving. And that one is hammered home.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And it's Bird with the jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Malone, the bounce pass. Stolen by Havlicek. A pull-up. And it's Boston with another.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Stolen by Pierce. And here's Havlicek. He has 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Another steal. Malone looking around.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And stolen by Iverson. And Malone with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Backcourt violation call. Celtics ball.
Here's Havlicek. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Philadelphia with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
That's right, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Philadelphia leading by 10. They've got Malone. Irving is out there with Allen Iverson. And it's Greer in at the two-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Greer's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. Bird, the pass to Kuzi. And stolen by Iverson. Pushing it up. Stolen by Havlicek. And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
Solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Iverson right side. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. 6 on the shot clock. Malone left side. Irving dishes to Iverson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Kuzi. A rebound by Greer. Iverson outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Iverson's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia. Here's Kuzi. Iverson covering. Kuzi passes to Havlicek. And the dunk by Havlicek.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Pass to Greer. His three-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 12. For 3, Pierce. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Greer. Here's Shades. Shoots the 3. Rebound Boston. Cowens has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bird left side. Fires for 3. Julius Irving comes up with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 12. Stolen by Havlicek. And here we go. Fast break, and Bird's got it. Fires the 3. And that one's good from Havlicek. Havlicek's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bird kicks to Pierce. Malone with the block.
How about the quick stare by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And at last, they get one to fall.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
Oh,
but
my
confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Outside, Pierce. Malone with the steal. Here's Greer. Bird covering. Stolen by Bird. Iverson against Havlicek. Irving with the steal. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Greer over to the left wing. Back to Irving. Pierce with the steal.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Money!
A solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Celtics foul. Dave Powell. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Boston on D. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Shades. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Iverson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Boston with the ball. Here's Collins.
Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Oof.
Here's Greer.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Personal foul. Second.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Philadelphia. Hal Greer.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Kuzi. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose.
Why don't we get you and move away, you and me on? Let's take the first train, take the first train. Why don't we get away today, you and me seize the day? Let's take the first train, take the first train to come.
the Sixers to start out. And the starting group for the Celtics. And it's Bird in at the 4-man position. Pass to Malone. Here's Pierce. Down low. Here's Kuzi. To the inside. Here's Cowens. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Iverson. Over to the left wing. Off target from three-point range.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Pierce. He's guarded by Irving. Goes up at the elbow. Havlicek's shot is off.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And that one's good. Irving for three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Havlicek. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
The shot by Shea is no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Irving, the pass to Greer. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Pierce, who poked away. Here's Kuzi to end the run. Again, the miss by Boston.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Iverson. Clock at 6. The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Oh, nice shot by Kuzi.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the left wing.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Celtics substitution.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Greer. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Garnett. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Back to Rondo. Pass to Garnett. And here's Rondo. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Philadelphia ball.
The Sixers lead by 5. Here's Iverson. Here's Greer. No good with the triple. Allen outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Here's Greer. Outside for Irving. Pass to Iverson. Rondo with the steal. Allen, left side. Here's Garnett. 34 seconds left now in the first quarter. And it's Shays with a rebound. Now Philadelphia with it. 3-point lead. Here's Malone. Yet to see a basket. Iverson passes to Shays. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Irving. Fires the 3. And another miss by Philadelphia. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on top, up by 3. And we'll be back shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. Rondo's shot is off. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Iverson. Baseline jumper. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Rondo's shot is off. And so here is Philadelphia. Irving, the pass to Iverson. Outside for Irving. He drops it from range. Irving's got 6.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Rondo passes to Cowens. Back to Rondo. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Inside. Outside for Irving. Pass to Shays. Soft touch off the glass. Shays has got his second basket.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Out left to the wing. Here's Iverson. And the shot goes down. He's got 7.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Rondo with it. Irving picks him up. Here's Cowens. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Iverson. Checked by Rondo. Iverson passes to Irving. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. The shot by Shays, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Outside, Rondo. And the layup is good off the glass. Rondo, he's got 5 points in the quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Shays. Allen attacking. Here's Garnett. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. 1:36 left in the second. Here's Greer. Allen defending. Here's Shays. Here's Iverson. 7 points in the game. Cowens grabs the board. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Here's Pierce. He's guarded by Irving. Allen, left side. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Boston ball.
34 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Rondo. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Greer. Here's Iverson. Checked by Rondo. Iverson passes to Irving. Here's Greer. Outside for Irving. Here's Shays. And the three off target. Here's Pierce. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating three to take the lead.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Rondo with it. And it's Shays in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this game. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Iverson. Checked by Rondo. Irving for 3. Counted from distance. Irving's got 9. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 1-point game. And there's the drive. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Greer. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Garnett. Pass to Rondo. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Rondo, he's got 4 points now in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Irving. Here's Shays. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. And here's the fast break. Here's Garnett. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Second team.
76ers trail by 6. Here's Iverson. Outside for Irving. Pass to Shays. Here's Iverson. Checked by Rondo. Now the Celtics on the move. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Greer, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Ray Allen. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Sixers trailing. Here's Iverson. 7 points in the game. Into the lane. They need this. Greer, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that." And guys, you talked about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said. Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Cowens. Here's Greer. Allen defending. 1:33 left to play in the third quarter. Greer, the pass to Shays. And he banks in the layup. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. And he drives in. Clock at 6.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. So it's Philadelphia now. Pass to Irving. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Philadelphia shooting their initial free throws of the game here. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Irving. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Garnett. It's stolen by Irving. On the take. Greer, no good. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Rondo. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Iverson. Checked by Rondo. Pass to Shays. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Greer. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Greer's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside, Rondo. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Celtics out in front, up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Allen in a shooting guard. Greer, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pierce. Pass to Garnett. Here's Pierce. Five to shoot.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. And here are the 76ers. There's the steal. Allen outside. Outside, Rondo. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 8 rebounds in the game. Ooh, stolen by Allen. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Garnett. No good from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Greer. Great positioning on the putback.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Allen outside.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Here's Iverson. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Iverson's gone 4 of 5 from the floor. Just the one miss. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Here's Cowens. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Malone's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Greer. Pass to Iverson. Here's Greer. To tie it up. To take the lead. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Garnett no good. The Sixers leading. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Here's Shays. Ooh, stolen by Allen. On the break. Here's Garnett. Knocks down the long J. And Boston leads by 2. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Left side, Rondo.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the pick. Now here's Rondo. Guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. The rebound by Greer. So it's Philadelphia now. To the paint. Here's Shays. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. And it's Allen with the ball for Boston. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Iverson. Here's Irving. Here's Iverson. Checked by Rondo. Iverson passes to Shays. Beyond the arc. Cowens grabs the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Irving looking around. Going inside. Here's Malone. It's rebounded by Pierce. Here's Allen. Yes!
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Count it!
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And the Celtics call time here. It's picked off. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
here's Rondo. We've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Allen in at the 2. Rondo's shot is off. Here's Iverson. Here he goes. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Pass to Shays. Here's Iverson. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Shays. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, I really believe that when they need points, they know they can count on him to deliver.
No question. He has the combination of size and skill to get his shot in these high-leverage moments.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. The 3. He buries it from 3. And Philadelphia leads by 5.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Garnett passes to Rondo to the inside. Here's Greer. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Rondo. Garnett no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Greer. Outside Irving. Here's Greer. Outside Irving. Shoots over Rondo. And it comes off the front of the rim. So it's Boston now. Out to the right wing. It's stolen. Fast break, Philadelphia. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get 1 shot at the line and retain possession. Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Puts it up from 15. Rebound Boston.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Cash.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Shot's good by Iverson.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
And Boston calls time here. 5 ticks left to play in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Not an ideal situation for them. They've got to make a 3, then foul, hope for some misses, and make another 3.
Rondo, no good on the quick 3. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA,
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the New York Knicks. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with James. Then there's West. Then it's Johnson, and it's Shaq in at center. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. Pass to O'Neal. It's rebounded by Ewing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Guerin. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The rebound by Ewing. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Frazier kicks to Ewing. Pass to Guerin. Back to Ewing. Now, here is Reed. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Ewing can't hit. Here are the Lakers with the ball. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
That's his first personal.
Here's Guerin, defended by West. The kick out to Frazier. Fires for 3. Reed misses. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Some solid defense from Reed. Here's Frazier. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now West. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. West has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the lift West gets on his shot? Leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest.
Here's Reed. Hands it from downtown.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Shaq kicks to Johnson. For the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the 3 ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
Here's Frazier. Nails the 16-footer. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And finished off by LeBron.
Not the first, and certainly not the last time we'll see this. LeBron finding airspace.
New York trailing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Reed the pass to Guerin. Ewing with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reed. And he uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And it's LeBron missing. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Ewing a screen on Johnson. Ewing inside. O'Neal's there. And then Ewing with the jam.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. The Knicks leading by 3. How about this run, Greg, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Anthony finds Ewing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. New York shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line.
Both free throws good from Ewing. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Johnson, and Johnson is right there. 5 points in the game.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Now, here is Reed. He's got 5.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. No problems knocking that one down. James has got 5 points so far.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
A nice shot by Frazier.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and Abdul-Jabbar with the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And stolen by James. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board, Clark, as we wrap up the first. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
They've got Anthony. Ewing is out there with Reed. Then there's Frazier. And it's Guerin in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's stolen by Frazier. The Knicks leading by 3. With the drive, pass to Ewing. No good with the layup.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it falls over the rim and in. Abdul-Jabbar's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Frazier kicks to Anthony. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And the Lakers with another turnover here. New York with the ball. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
To the paint, here's Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Reed pulling it down. The Knicks leading by 3. Guerin passes to Ewing. And Ewing slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson dishes to O'Neal. Wound up there for Johnson. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for New York. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Ewing trying to get open. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Reed with the steal. Anthony on the wing. He's got 5, and that one drops. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for New York?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on it.
Here's O'Neal. Good D by Ewing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And James throws it down.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The shot by Frazier, no good. Lakers trail by 13. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. James in the post. Anthony on him. Here's Frazier. Drops in the layup for two. Frazier's got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
From T. Johnson, here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
The strength of O'Neal, it is otherworldly.
Here's Guerin, defended by West. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys.
And that's a rugged play.
Gracious.
New York leading by 13. Here's Frazier. Out to the wing. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the New York Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. West is out there with Johnson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Kareem, and it's LeBron in at the small forward. Stolen by Ewing. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Frazier. And there it is for him. Frazier's got 10 points in the game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Anthony into the lane. Carmelo throws it down.
That's ferocious Melo with some hang time and just crushes the jam.
West finds James. On the wing, Johnson. Back to West. Poke loose. Shoots. Good on the short little jump shot. 7 points in the game.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
On the wing, Ewing. Frazier against LeBron. Pulls up from the corner. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Frazier. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
West outside. Shoots. Can't nail the jump. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for New York. It's a 16-point game, and the basket is good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
It's Anthony with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, DA. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. New York with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Anthony drives in. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's stolen by Frazier. Pass to Guerin. Outside Anthony. It's stolen by West. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's James. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. And that's now 9 points for LeBron.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
And then Ewing with the jam.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
It's stolen by Frazier. And now Ewing pushing it up. Anthony, the pass to Ewing. The kick out to Frazier. No good from outside. Johnson against Frazier. Johnson dishes to O'Neal. Stolen by Ewing. Here's Guerin. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No one covering. West has got 7.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Reed with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's New York finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Frazier. Reed out there with Anthony. Then it's Ewing, and it's Guerin in at the 2-guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Stolen by O'Neal. Stolen by Ewing. Here's Anthony going inside, and slam dunk by Anthony.
Yeah, pushing and shoving, grabbing and holding, not stopping Melo right there. Strong take to the rack.
Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And the Lakers turn it over again.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And so here is New York. Ewing, the pass to Carmelo. Looking for Ewing, he gets it there. Over O'Neal. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
No good from Abdul-Jabbar. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Stolen by Magic. Stolen by Ewing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. To halt the run. That's good from West on the assist by Johnson.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. So it's New York now. To the wing right side. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
New York ball.
Reed the pass to Carmelo. And here's Frazier. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing by New York here. And the dunk by Reed.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
O'Neal. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
James with it. He's picked up by Ewing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And the dunk by James.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Good on the bucket.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. It's blocked by Shaq. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Reed the pass to Guerin.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Second team foul.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
It's stolen by West. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Anthony kicks to Reed. Anthony against James. 6 to shoot. West with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And Frazier drops them both.
And Frazier's playing philosophy was established back in high school. Aggressive defense and hitting an open man is more productive than taking the wild shot.
Here's Anthony. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
First personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Here's West. James looking it over. Johnson up top. Frazier covering. And Johnson is right there. New York with the ball. Frazier kicks to Anthony. And he drives in. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Shaq.
And this is proof that Anthony is just undeniable sometimes. Even the contact can't stop him from getting off that shot.
Johnson against Frazier. West with a wide open look. Misses the three. And here's Frazier. From deep three-point land. No good on that one. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath, hold on to me.
And so off the tip, it is New York. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. They've got Johnson, and it's James in at the small forward position.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Johnson. Fires the three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
There's a screen from deep three-point range. Ewing controls the rebound and the putback.
Boy, Ewing does a nice job anticipating shot trajectories, realizing how quick to position himself on that offensive glass.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Showing that rebounding isn't all about size. It's about will and effort.
And he's going for the oop here. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. New York ball. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
When LeBron is engaged on defense, he's a real problem at that end of the floor, too. Terrific job changing the shot.
Fires from deep. Buries it from three.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Guerin. Crosses over. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Frazier. Oh, swiped away. Johnson inside, working on Anthony. Here's West. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Boy, Jerry West shooting mechanics, flawless. I mean, the way he squares up, elbow tucked in under the ball, the follow through, a very repeatable, efficient motion.
Now here's Anthony, back to Reed. The three ball, nails it from three. Reed's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar from the arc. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Anthony, the pass to Garrett. Back to Anthony. Pass to Garrett. Here's Frazier. 6 to shoot. Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What you like about Walt, putting the ball on the floor completely under control, even when he's in attack mode.
Tips it. Rebounded by Frazier. Knicks leading by 3.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Reed inside. Launches the 3. That one is off. Lakers trail by 3. Pass to West. Back to James. From deep. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now. Stolen. Into the lane.
Boy, smart pass by Abdul-Jabbar, ready and willing to find his open teammates.
Here's Guerin, covered by Johnson. Pass to Frazier. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to O'Neal. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That's tipped. All by himself. Throws it up high.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by New York. Ewing's got 5 rebounds in the game. It'll count. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
And so it's the New York Knicks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And they've pushed the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Carmelo Anthony, and it's Ewing in at the 5. That's the group for New York starting the second. Garrett, the pass to Ewing. Here's Frazier. Pass to Garrett. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's West. 5 points in the game.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Lakers trail by 8. Johnson for 3. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Here's Garrett. Pass to Reed. Out to Anthony from outside the arc. Knocks down the triple. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
For 3, James. James from distance. Easy work.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's West. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Pass to Guerin. Here's Frazier. Here's Guerin. Just 5 on the clock. Frazier, the pass to Guerin. Here's Ewing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
From deep. Here's O'Neal. Now, here is James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Up again. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Here's Frazier, covered by Johnson. Nifty move. Frazier with the bucket. Frazier's got 9 points.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And there's James from the arc. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Frazier, the pass to Ewing. Left side, Johnson. Pass to West. From behind the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Ewing's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Guerin. Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Here's Guerin. Pass to Ewing. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Knicks leading by 4. Here's Frazier. 9 points in the game. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. .40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Really left him alone that time. He's got 12.
Boy, how about that dime from Patrick Ewing? Very impressive passes like this speak to his unselfishness.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Count the basket. And New York leads by 7.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Knocked loose and stolen by Anthony. Reed passes to Anthony. Here's Frazier. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back to the game after this break. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Lakers trail by 7. And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Johnson, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4-man position. Johnson, the second chance points on the tip in. Johnson's got 6 points. Johnson's gone 3 of 7 tonight. Here's Frazier, covered by Johnson. Here's Frazier.
Blocked! Sending a statement with that rejection. O'Neal reminding everybody what a forceful defender he can be.
Lets it go. The shot by James, no good. Knicks leading by 5. For 3, Anthony. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Frazier, covered by Johnson. Anthony outside. Pass to Reed. Here's Frazier. Clock at 6. It's stolen by James. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Johnson. There's the block.
Good read that time from Ewing defensively, showing that he can be impactful with that.
Oh, my
Didn't leave
goodness.
anything in the bag on that one.
Yeah!
Bring it home. Send it in. Throw it down.
Snatched away. And now the Knicks on the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
James deciding where to go with it. Over Anthony. And it falls all over the rim and in. James has got 10 points in the game.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
Here's Guerin. Drains the triple. He's got 7.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Left side, Johnson. Oh, it's stolen. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well,
oh my goodness!
yeah.
A ridiculous slam!
Yeah, that was nice.
insane throwdown right there.
It's stolen by James. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to Reed. Rebounded by Johnson. Lakers trail by 8. O'Neal inside.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Reed passes to Anthony. Picked by Reed. Crafty move. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to West. Back to O'Neal. Launches it. And it's New York with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. To the inside. Here's the break. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Boy, the ball gets sent in Ewing's direction, and he just gets busy, goes to work, snatching the pass right out of the air and putting it down.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Knicks leading by 5. Three-pointer, Anthony. The shot misses. Here's West. He has 7.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Frazier for 3. Anthony hits a three-pointer. Anthony's got 12 points in the game. From deep, Johnson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New York Knicks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Carmelo Anthony, and it's Ewing in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. Spins. Stripped it away. Here's Guerin. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Ball stolen. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Frazier. Pass to Ewing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, it's always good to see big guys like Ewing aggressively and forcefully take it to the rim and throw it down.
Here's Guerin to the middle. Here's Ewing. Anthony, the pass to Reed. Second chance effort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And, you know, you talk about leadership. It comes in a lot of different forms and ways, and Guys that provide that solid foundation for a team. Reed is one of those guys.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, guarded by Reed, and they're pushing it up. Frazier with the bucket, and New York leads by 18. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for New York.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Picked by Reed. From the wing. Pass to Guerin. Here's Frazier, covered by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Guerin, drives to the hoop, and that one is hammered home.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Oh, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
James inside. He's guarded by Anthony. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-5 run. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Outside O'Neal. And he throws it down with one hand.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Anthony with it. James is there. Pass to Frazier. Here's Reed. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
When Reed squares up, this is where he wants to do it from. That in-between area, his sweet spot.
Picked it. 1:19 left in the final quarter. And it's Guerin missing. Lakers trail by 19. Outside Johnson. Pass to O'Neal. Another steal. It's stolen by James. And he lobs it up top. Another steal.
Lakers foul. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's New York now. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Frazier. Connects from downtown.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Pass to Anthony. 4-3. To the wing on the left. Here's Guerin. Knocks down the long J.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Here's Anthony. James with the block.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in, shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
Launches it from deep. No good there. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson.
We see the sunrise in front of us as our life unfolds and stories told. We stand alone. Shadows awake the innocence, counting down, we're counting down to the We see the sunrise in front of us as our life unfolds and stories told. We stand alone. Shadows awake the innocence, counting down, we're counting down to the endless.
So the Lakers will get the first possession. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got West. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Johnson, the pass to LeBron. To the inside. Stolen by Ewing. Anthony drives in.
Oh, yes! Wow. Just wow. I mean, Anthony letting that creativity shine through on that finish.
James in the post. Covered by Anthony. Frazier left side. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Wide open. They grab their own miss. Frazier outside. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Excellent D there by Johnson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
James outside. And the dunk by James.
This is classic LeBron, leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
It's stolen by Johnson. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Reed pulling it down. New York with the ball. They trail by 3. The kick out to Frazier. Pass to Guerin. Launches a 3. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out to West. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Sinks the 3-pointer. Abdul-Jabbar's got a couple of 3s now in the first for Los Angeles.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Frazier. Takes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Lakers in the lead. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Frazier. And stolen by James. Stolen by Ewing. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. New York shooting their first free throw of the game here. And stolen by James. Pass to Johnson. LeBron with it. Now Anthony defending, and it's James missing.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Guerin, defended by West. Frazier. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the middle, here's James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Anthony.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
And the second free throw, good. New York trailing, tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. 2:03 left in the first. The jump hook and the bank shot is good. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Now here's Frazier. Pass to Reed. Here's Guerin. Clock at 6. Frazier outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Frazier's got his second basket of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
West, right side. James outside. Johnson outside. And so it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar making things happen for the Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Ewing is out there with Reed. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Frazier. And it's Guerin in at the 2. They're the group New York will start the second one. From deep three-point territory, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Johnson, still without a basket.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. A nice shot by Frazier.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Kicks it out to James. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. And here's the fast break. Here's Reed. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. West with the ball. Patrick Ewing covering. O'Neal against Ewing. Good D by Ewing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
A nice shot by Frazier. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Johnson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Reed against Johnson. West outside. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Here's Guerin. In the corner, Reed with it. Pass to Guerin. O'Neal with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And a wide open look for James. Buries the long-range jumper. LeBron's got 8.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
Here's Guerin. Out to Anthony. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. James with some nice D. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony down.
Oh, wow. Gotta love that one.
Oh, I like, wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. The kick out to Frazier. Reed a screen on Johnson. Frazier the pass to Ewing. Here's Guerin, fended by West. And that one's good, Guerin. Guerin's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:33 left to play here in the second quarter. New York moving it around.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
Pass to Shaq. Kicks it out to LeBron. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. James has got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Frazier outside. Here's Ewing. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Johnson against Frazier. Fires top of the key. Johnson can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The kick out to LeBron. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Ewing left side. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Rob. Out left to the wing for 3. And then Ewing with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions away, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Knicks up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at James, what a contribution.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
So for the Lakers right now, LeBron James is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's West. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Anthony with the bucket.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Johnson's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And Ewing sends it back. Anthony on the wing. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Here's Guerin. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
Abdul-Jabbar looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. They need this. A shot by Johnson, no good. New York leading by 11. Here's Frazier. He takes it in. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Frazier's got 10.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the New York Knicks. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Frazier outside. Here's Reed. And again, New York with the triple.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's O'Neal, and finished off by O'Neal.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by New York.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his third foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Guerin. He's got 11. Down to 5 on the shot clock. West gets a hand on it.
Los Angeles Bulls.
Lakers trail by 14. Johnson outside. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Johnson. James in the post. Reed covering.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Here's Guerin, defended by West. And that one's good, Guerin.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
It's West with the drive, and they pick up 2.
Beautiful touch around the rim. Soft lay-in with the underhand finger roll.
Here's Anthony. Puts the move on. Good D by LeBron. Lakers trail by 12. Pass to West. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. That shot wide open. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Johnson kicks it to West. From 15 feet away. Frazier against Johnson. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. Anthony down low, working on James. Anthony's shot is off. There's the lob to the hoop, and Ewing slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Magic Johnson. Fourth personal foul.
Here's Guerin, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Frazier, Reed out there with Anthony, then there's Ewing, and it's Guerin in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The kick out to Frazier. Anthony, the pass to Guerin. Here's Reed, tries again. Pass to Guerin. sinks the triple. Guerin's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the shot goes in.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Johnson can't hit. New York leading by 14. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by West. From deep LeBron. The offensive rebound. And O'Neal is right there.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here's Guerin. The kick out to Frazier. Looking for Ewing. He gets it there. New York moving it around. Pass to Anthony. And stolen by LeBron. And they're pushing it up. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Reed. Back to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The shot's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Ewing. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal against Ewing. And O'Neal gets it to go.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
O'Neal sets the screen for Abdul-Jabbar. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from O'Neal. Here's Guerin. Anthony on the wing, covered by LeBron. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 10. Rest outside. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. On the wing, Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Ewing. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus.
Whoa! How about that slam?
Whoa! Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
but confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. From deep, Johnson. The shot, no good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
And that one's good, Guerin.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Johnson. And the Lakers with another miss. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Knicks foul. Walt Frazier. First personal foul. First team foul.
Get that out of here. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Timeout called, the Lakers. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. So no problem.